And we're here. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Not only Gold Bagel members, but Chillin' members, subscribers, and non-subscribers. Those of you who are lurkers, do me a favor, please. This is no charge. This costs you nothing. If you watch me from time to time, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. You'll find it down here somewhere. It says subscribe to Bruce. Hit the subscribe button. Become a subscriber of this channel. It means it'll happen then. What will happen then is every time I announce that I'm going on the air, sometimes I show up at the close. You don't know I'm coming. You'll get an alert. YouTube will give you an alert that, hey, you subscribed to Uncle Bruce, and he's going on here at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time. He's going on the air at 3 in the afternoon Eastern time because the markets are going crazy. Subscribe to the channel and you'll get alerts. No charge to you. Hit the thumbs up button right now. Can you find the thumbs up button right now? All of you who are here, find it right now. Hit it now. Don't wait until half an hour from now. Leap of faith. Hit the thumbs up button right now. Give this show an immediate boost of thumbs ups. The computers in YouTube land go, whoa, what's happening with this guy? What's going on? It helps us immensely, okay? Thank you for being here. Those of you who've become members of this channel and are Gold Bagel members, do I need to thank you? I think I do, and I do every day thank you, and will continue to do so. Appreciate you all being here. Welcome to Friday, April the 11th, 2025. It's option expiry day today. So there will be some shenanigans going on. I'm noticing the Dow up about 100 points this morning. I've noticed the S&P, you've probably noticed it too, up 18 points. The NASDAQ is up 53 points. This is a nothing burger. I mean, really, this is a serious nothing burger compared to what we've been doing the last week and a half. 100 Dow points? Give me a break. That's 2 seconds we can move 100 Dow points. Right? Yes, that's right. We're treading water right now. The good news this morning is we're not down 500 points on the Dow Jones. We're not down 1,500 points in the pre-market on the Dow Jones. That's the good news. The other two markets are also stable. Oil is up a dime. It's stable, quiet, calm. This is all good news. Other good news is banks have come out this morning with earnings. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, beat the street. They beat on the top and bottom line. They are announcing and revealing to their shareholders and the world that their fees coming in from brokerage fees, commissions of trading have been way up. They're making money on spreads. They're making money on bonds. They're doing all kinds of wheeling and dealing that they always do, and they're making a lot of money. This is good news for SoFi. For those of you who follow SoFi and have noticed it going from $6 a year ago up to $18.42 in the latest 52-week time frame, all the way now down to 10 something. Those of you who are fans of SoFi, this is really good news. When the big boys, the really big banks are making money and beating the street, this bodes well for the fintech all-star SoFi, the Amex of fintech SoFi. It's 1071 at the moment in the pre-market. It's up 19 cents. But I have a strong suspicion that when SoFi reveals their numbers, which is on April the 29th, 18 days from now, in the pre-market Tuesday morning, I think they're going to yet again beat the street. They're going to beat on the top line. They're going to beat on the net profit line. They're going to announce a record number of additional members to the business, record number of transactions, and they're going to have to yet again revise their estimates for the rest of the year. That's what SoFi will have to do, and it'll be higher and higher and higher. So the shares will trade on a fundamental earnings basis, not like maybe the company can be worth $15 a share 5 years from now if they keep doing what they're doing. Those days were 5 years ago. Today, the question will be, and the speculation will be, at 1070 a share right now, the stock is trading at 27 times earnings that have been posted for the last 4 quarters. Doesn't include the quarter we're about to find out about. So when the first quarter earnings come out, we'll get rid of the first quarter a year ago and replace it with the first quarter here. And now we have the latest 4 quarters combined. What's the PE multiple? And I suspect it will be lower. And the lower the PE multiple gets on SoFi, the more attractive the stock becomes, because the thinking is, Uncle Bruce, look, we're already 11 days into the second quarter here. This is April 11th. End of June is the end of the second quarter. If the second quarter is going to beat the hell out of last year's second quarter, and the third quarter is going to beat the living crap out of last year's third quarter, this next 6 months alone, we might be looking at a forward PE multiple of 8 or 10. Should SoFi trade at 8 or 10 times forward earnings less than a year out? The answer is no. It should be trading at 40 times, 30 times, a much higher earnings multiple, because this company, SoFi, can double their net income this year and double it next year. You can't do that at Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. They're not going to double trillions of dollars of revenue or hundreds of billions in profits. They'll add nice percentage gains to their bottom line, but not double their money. Well, SoFi, yeah, they're still in this area here to really expand out. But I'm just a guy in front of a computer telling you what I think. This is my opinion, and I am not the JP Morgan spokesperson, and I'm not the Morgan Stanley spokesperson. I'm not Wall Street. I'm not the official, gods of Wall Street. I'm just a guy cutting through all the crap and going, look, bottom line, these guys make money and they're going to make a ton more, and this stock is not going to be $10.70 on a fundamental basis. It could be trading at 1070 because the market is having a hissy fit. Yes, any stock can drop 10, 20, 30% in price overnight because there's a global financial crisis. Of course. But at the end of the day, over time, stocks find a way to find a place where they belong. The SoFi is not where it belongs. It should be in the 15 to 18 neighborhood right now, not at 1070. But that's my opinion. You'll see for yourself. Have you noticed your GameStop today? Do any of you around here follow GameStop? 25.56, 25.60. It's not like going to the moon or anything, but I love the fact that it's over $25 again, comfortably over $25. Not sitting at 21 to 22 to 23, which was where we were, a week or so ago. Now we're in this 25 level. We could basically go from here to, 30, 25, 30, 27, 30 maybe. That might be where we're headed. I sure like this price point rather than the 21. This is the last month on your GameStop. There you're going right there. We had that little shot last week and then a backing off. That was, after Trump changed his mind and all that stuff. Maybe that was this week. What a week. Anyway, I think we're going back to here. I think we're going to go back to where we were here 3 months ago. That's closer to the 30 mark up there. Sorry for my low-tech, cheap graph stock market chart services. In any event, there you go. Yeah, good old GameStop. Thank you. Keep up the good work, folks. Insiders being reported now. 2 more directors have bought stock in GameStop. Some of you have talked about this. We know Cohen bought $500,000 at $21.55. Brilliant, huh? 21. It's $25.55. He's up $4 a share in a week. He's up $2 million. Okay, hello. Is anybody at home out there? Well, no, there are no analysts that cover GameStop. We're the only people who talk about GameStop all the time, at least on live YouTube, I guess. I don't know. There might be others. $6.2 billion in bank cash. No one talks about that. Even the article that came out today talking about the insiders of GameStop buying up the shares, nobody mentioned how much money they're sitting on. The article I read today only talked about that they closed a $1.3 billion financing and then casually mentioned, and they had a $200 million option that was also filled. So they didn't say they raised $1.5 billion. They said they raised $1.3 billion. Oh, and a $200 billion option got backed up. There are no friends for GameStop out there anywhere. GameStop has no friends in Wall Street. It's you and you alone that follow the stock, the company. And I'm the only one who talks about the fact that these guys are winners. I'm just a guy trying to state the obvious. When you have $14 of shares, $14 a share of cash in your bank account, maybe it's closer to 15. I don't even know. And you can get 5% to 8% on your money. I mean, if these guys were acquiring corporate bond ETFs with this $6 billion, they could be hauling in 8% on $6 billion. That's almost $500 million a year in interest. $500 million a year in interest for GameStop. This isn't a multi-trillion-dollar company. You know, $500 million in that's profit. It's like, what do you have to do? How expensive an office do you have to have, and how many employees do you have to employ $6.2 billion through your Wall Street broker connection? What is it? Whatever those guys are called, Edwards, whatever it is, Jeffries and Company. Couple of texts, and you got $6.2 billion, making you $500 million a year. Ryan Cohen doesn't take a salary, doesn't take a paycheck. So that's free services of a billionaire right there. The billionaire who just bought 500,000 shares of the stock. I'm just a guy on the outside trying to think to myself, this is pretty obviously a good thing with GameStop. They're doing a number of really good things here. And I am what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not befuddled. I'm not confused. I am humored. Yeah, I find it funny. Funny, haha, or funny, that a ton of Wall Street people who are pretty smart, they've got their degrees from Princeton and Harvard and Wharton Business Schools and wherever they went to get their degrees. These are smart people. They pass tests. None of them talk about GameStop at all. Just ignore it. And a lot of shareholders, a lot of clients of high-end Wall Street firms could be doing very, very well for themselves by being option writers on GameStop. But you know what? That is reserved for the people here on this channel. You. If you've sold your shares of GameStop, you've sold your shares of SoFi, you've sold shares you used to have, and you've turned into an option writer instead, and you've decided, Bruce, the only way I'm going to play my GameStop going forward is from a cash secured put area for majority of my capital. And I'm going to use some of my capital to write put credit spreads nicely behind the stock on GameStop. Thank you very much, Uncle Bruce. The stock can sit between 23 and 28 bucks and just fluctuate there all the time. And I make nothing but money from this outfit. If it wants to go 25 to 30, wants to go to 27, 32, I make money on this stock. It doesn't matter. It would be nice if it ran to 60. It did that last year. Go up there, Roaring Kitty comes out with a thing and it goes nuts. And sure, but on this channel right here, people here are making a fortune. They're making mortgage payments, car payments, paying off credit card balances off of GameStop by just writing contracts on GameStop, not even owning the stock. But again, you have to buy into the idea of becoming an option writer rather than a gambler and a guesser of what stocks will do. SoFi, same thing. You don't need to own a single share of SoFi to win handsomely on SoFi's upside. But hey, you don't want to play that game. You don't want to play that game. But those of you who are here, 219 of you are here now. I'm going to guess 200 of you are option writers. And you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm right. You know I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying to you. I've been saying the same thing since January 2021. The first lessons that came out were June of 2021 is when they started coming out. We have option riders here from middle of 2021 to now already. Welcome to 2025. Can you believe it? 2025 already. Unbelievable. We're now up 222 points on the Dow, half a percentage point, a little better. S&P is up 2/3 of a point now. NASDAQ is up 3/4 of a percentage point. So it's a little better. Okay. Crude oil up 24 cents a barrel. Okay. Welcome all of you to the program. Thank you for joining me today from around the world. Say hi to me. Tell me, where are you watching me from? Some of you folks who are new, who have never commented before, this is your chance. The chat is wide open. It's going to go members only in a few minutes. Where are you watching me from? Where are you? Are you in America? Are you in Europe, Canada? Are you in Latin America? Are you in South America, Africa, Asia? Say hi. Tell me the city, or tell me what's your high temperature going to be today. Are you guys getting warm temperatures? We're getting warm temperatures. Calgary is going to hit 60 this next few days. Good old Calgary, where we come from. Going to hit 60 Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh, 15 Celsius and up. Giddy up. Eddie Martin, thank you for joining me today, buddy. Nice picture there of the beach behind you, pal. How's it going? AJ is here. I'm in the house, baby. Richard Carlin, Katie is here. Mark K, welcome. Eddie and Abram are not members. Come on, you guys. Mark, you got to become a member. Not your local trader. You got to become a member, you guys. Lee Mortimer is a member. Aurora's here. Good morning, number 14. Yippee-ki-yay is in the house. I see SoFi winning, but the big bank's still making a whole bunch of, asses of themselves. Yippee-ki-yay, you're not a member. Come on, man. You got to become a member here. Juan is here. Thank you. Mark and George. Manassas, good morning. Those were some friends. PPI came in lower than expected. Tom Kaufman, good morning. Everybody, rainy day here in Connecticut. Welcome. Michael Tucker, go GameStop, go. Larry Titus in the house as always. Brother Yeti, Corinne, Deep Value, CKT, and Rice. You're all here hitting the thumbs up as I asked you to, begged you to. If you could hit the thumbs up button right now, hit it right now, everybody. Subscribe to the channel right now. Hit the subscription button. Hit the thumbs up button. Have you seen my question of the day? Have you gone to that at all? Have any of you popped in over there? It's a pretty straightforward question. I mean, the big U.S. banks are beating their estimates today, and I see SoFi winning as well. Yes or no? 88%, Bruce. What a stupid question. Of course they're going to win. SoFi, they're always making more money than they say they're going to make. They sandbag us every time, They always underestimate the potential. I see 100 thumbs ups already. This is awesome, guys. You're responding. I appreciate this. 100 counting. We have 135 votes. 88% say yes, 12% say no. With 100 thumbs ups and more coming in. Thank you. Let me know where you are. I noticed a bunch of comments just came through here as to where you are watching me live. Tell me the city. What's your high temperature today? Say hi to everybody out there. Jeff Glass, I have a little doubt that SoFi will post great numbers. I really do. But I have little confidence that the share will rise because of being dogged down by the broader market. So there you go. The man, a 5 BBAI $3 cash secured puts for 60 cents. They expire May 16. I got 20% on this thing. Thank you, sir. I'll be back in 30 days for more. This is great. You put up $300 to write a contract. You put up $1,500 to write 5 of them. You get $60 for each one. $300 return for a $1,500 trade. It's not bad for a month. Not bad. 5 weeks. Matt, good morning, everybody. I'm the 53rd thumbs up. Rocketeer could not agree more, he says, with Jeff Glass. Stock Guy, number 62, thumbs ups for Bruce. Jeff JR, good morning, everybody. Let's make some money. Yes, sir. Stock Guy, Uncle Bruce, I have 200,000 cash to put to work. SoFi, would you go cash secured puts, call credit spreads, or put credit spreads far from the stock price? I just like the stock guides. What did I just say 5 minutes ago? You already got your answer, buddy. If you were listening, and I appreciate the question. Very good question. Charlie, hello all, good morning. I'm number 67, Cutting Edge Flicks, good morning. hit the like button for this old fart. We like this guy, cutting edge. Thank you, Walter. Good morning, everybody. Walter, welcome, Walter Young. Nice to have you here, John Biscuit. Jeff, dog dragged down, yes, but SoFi is pretty much immune to Trump's tantrums. It's just a matter of riding things out with this guy. Personally, I'd rather have SoFi shares than Walmart. The man, stock guy, currently getting $1 for $10 cash secured puts expiring May 16. Seems like you'd make a nice monthly 10% return on your dough. So you got 200 grand and you write $210 cash secured puts for May 16. You're going to get paid $20,000 in premium in cash. You can just sit on that right now. And by May 16, if the stock trades at $10.01 and higher, you keep all that cash, all that 20 grand. And now you can write another 200 put contracts for June or July, bring in $1, $1.50 again. Not bad monthly return. Welcome to the party, pal. Kind of pays for my lessons, doesn't it? Yeah, no kidding. They're on sale. Did you notice that? You can get my lessons for $5.99 US. You can get 4 for the price of 3. That's a pretty cheap price to pay to learn how to write options. Charlie, cash secured puts would be my move on SoFi, stock guy, or you could do a combo of a couple of strategies. Stock guy, the man, this sounds cool. Magnetic vortex banks could collapse in a long recession. Well, they didn't collapse in the financial crisis. They didn't collapse with COVID. They didn't collapse on 9/11. They didn't collapse on all kinds of other events. So I'm not worried about banks collapsing. The could, the would, the maybe, somehow, technically, theoretically, yeah, sure. I'll agree with all that. But are they really, with the Federal Reserve and with the White House and the Congress and the Senate? I don't think so. The Federal Reserve hasn't had to do any stimulus of any kind to bail out any banker whatsoever, and there is no sign of weakness anywhere in banking of any serious degree. But hey, Magnetic, you are still correct. You can always, of course, this statement can be brought out every day for the rest of your life, and people will go, theoretically, you are correct. Now, the end of the world, there are people who've been calling for the end of the world since the 50s and 60s, since I've been around, and the end of the world hasn't happened yet, but you never know. Stock guy, Charlie, that sounds good also. That sounds good. The man looks like Danielle Smith is pretty fired up at Carney up there in Canada. I don't care. Jeff, John Biscuit, my deep in the money calls on SoFi are really hoping it goes up significantly. I'm down 50% on these damn things. Okay, well, just sit tight. Bill, Uncle Bruce, are you truly unaware there are many other YouTube channels discussing SoFi every day? No, I am aware there are other channels discussing SoFi. But I don't think there are as many that there used to be discussing GameStop. I think GameStop is much less talked about than in the past, much less followed than in the past, because we used to trade 100 million shares a day in GameStop every day. But there are other channels who talk SoFi. I don't dispute that. John Biscuit, my SoFi average price is $15.37, laughing out loud. James, good morning. Lucky 77 today. The big E is here. I'm number 82. Bill, Jeff Glass, looks like you understand how the market forces are acting here. SoFi has a pattern history of going range bound for a time before breaking into a new range, or then stays a while. David, good morning. Keith, Just Truth, good morning. Bruce, number 81. GameStop itching to run to 30. Let's go, baby. 1058 on your SoFi right now. Your GameStop shares are 25.51 from what I can tell at the moment. Stock guy GameStop was 81.25 on January the 29th, 2021. I believe you're right. If you multiply that by 4, that's $325 a share before the stock split. So yeah, and I remember them at in the pre-market once. Now I don't know if it was a pre-opening or it was a after hours quote. 530 at one time, like 500 easily. That's 125 today. And then of course our friends, our dear friends at Robinhood, Tanev and whatever that guy's name is, they conveniently would not allow people to buy SoFi, GameStop. They only allowed people to sell GameStop. Do you remember that? That was a fun week, wasn't it? And the shares kind of, what did they do? Did they go up or did they go down when the brokers wouldn't let you buy the stock, but they would only let you sell the stock? By the way, if you couldn't buy the stock and no other retailer could buy the stock, who was buying the stock if you were trying to sell the stock? If they let you sell it, who was the buyer? Isn't that the oddest? That question was never answered in the congressional hearing they had with Marjorie Waters and all those other Congress people. They never got to the bottom of who actually was the buyer of all the GameStop day after day after day, where you were not allowed to put in a buy order through Robinhood or other brokerage firms. I wonder, well, who needed the stock? Like who needed to buy the stock versus selling the stock? And then when anything came in for sale, of course, it came down. There was just a select buyers who were allowed to buy. Who was that? Did we ever figure that out? Yippee-ki-yay. Hi there. I've been here since June 21. The man stock guy, it did a stock split in 22 through 8-1. No, 4-1. Sorry, not 8-1. Aaron, Ottawa, Canada is where I'm from, buddy. Bobby, I'm not working while I'm at work, by the way, just so you know. Milton, Lincolnshire, England, and greetings to you. Welcome, sir. Milton Coins, welcome, sir. Nice to have you here. Yippee-ki-yay, Bavaria, baby. Deutschland. Guten Tag, guten Morgen. Juan, the Carolinas, and it's 62 here, baby. Bobby, Brockville, Ontario. Rock and roll. Zach, Savannah, Georgia. Upper 70s today. Welcome, Zach. Marshall, York, PA, baby. That's where I'm from. Thank you for telling me where you are, kids. Where are you from? John Biscuit, my SoFi shares are at an average of $6.50. For these calls, I paid an average of $6.68, and they're currently around $3. So your long calls, are you long call options? Waverley, 18 Celsius in Dublin. Samuel, I'm number 56 today. MG, howdy from Dallas, Texas. Hello, MG. Welcome from Dallas. Mike H, 425 Park Avenue, New York, high of 49 Fahrenheit. Welcome. Chad, good morning. 70 in the and beautiful in the middle of Georgia, baby. Oh, yeah. Roger, hi from Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome, Roger. Rice, we're 51 and dreary south of Pittsburgh, PA. Austin, morning high of 65 in Washington today. Chad, good morning. Board members are buying stock this morning. GameStop board members are buying stock. Good morning, Chad. Hector, number 50, Uncle Bruce. Flint Creek Soap Company is still 45 here in rainy and blah in Jersey. Susan Shops, I'm number 101. Katie, hi from Ottawa. Ricardo, hello, Uncle Bruce. Neat. Tony, hello, Bruce from the house. He's in the house. Todd, I'm in Frisco, baby. Mark, visiting North Carolina today. Hi, 59, and I'm visiting UNC Chapel Hill. Cal Bizoy YYC, that is Calgary. Welcome, sir. Cal, whoever. Doug, Killam, Alberta, Canada here. Beautiful spring day here in Killam, Alberta. Dude Face, let's go. Lee Mortimer, UK highs around 70 today. Welcome, Lee. Mike, obviously, I wish I had written my SoFi cash secured puts this month at $10 a share instead of in February at 16s. But time is on my side either way. You win either way. Relax. Aaron, only 3 degrees Celsius here today where I am. Zero's. Hi, Mr. Bruce. Mr. Bruce, I was attending a dinner with 3 big law firm partners in the international trade realm, and they said one word. One word is something of the street, unpredictably. I have no idea what this man is trying to say to me. Jeff Glass, St. Louis, Missouri, rainy and high in the mid-50s. James, the Misty Tree, Roseburg, Oregon, 57 today, says James. Henry T, I did sell my SoFi stock when market manipulated a couple of days ago by Trump, Uncle Bruce. Real Green, Cheetah, is there anything you are worried about? Well, I get paid to worry when there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, of course, I've got a lot to worry about, but I've got a lot to be optimistic about when I think about my viewers of this channel here who have become option writers. I'm very optimistic about what's happening here. and relieved. I'm very relieved because of the absolute nonsense going on out there, the shenaniganism going on. I am relieved that a lot of my viewers sold stock back in November, December, and January and started writing cash secured puts on their favorites. I tell you, if you love NVIDIA, you think NVIDIA is going to 150 a share, fantastic. If you have enough dough to buy NVIDIA right now at 100 something a share, knock yourself out and go and get it. But you know, you don't have to buy NVIDIA to run the potential of a high, of a nice move at 108.84 right now. You can write $105 cash secured puts. Now you're thinking to yourself, Bruce, why would I give a crap about writing an option where I'm going to buy the stock for 105? I mean, it's trading at 108. Why am I being so chintzy, Bruce? I'm going to save $3 buying it at 105. I mean, come on, Bruce. You know, you're wasting my time. And I'm going, am I? Because if you do write an option to buy NVIDIA at 105 and you give yourself until January 2026 to do it, that means you're writing a January 105 cash secured put. You're putting up $10,500 to buy the stock at 105, but they will give you, the option buyer who buys your contract, they're offering you now $16 a share to commit to buying NVIDIA at 105. Wait a minute, you're going, what does that mean, Uncle Bruce? Your options are so complicated. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, you put up a $10,500 is what you have to have in your account to write one put contract to offer to buy 100 NVIDIA at $105 a share. Well, $10,500. But you will be paid right now over $1,600 in cash in your account. It'll be in your account right now. So your account has $10,500 plus $1,600. Add it together. What are you sitting on? $12,000. You're sitting on $12,100. And if the shares dip to 104, 103, 101, 99 intraday for the week, and it's possible. It is possible, quote unquote, between now and January 26th, you may wake up one morning to find I have 100 shares of NVIDIA in my account, and I don't have $12,100 in my account. I have $1,600 in my account and 100 shares of NVIDIA that I just bought last night, I guess, at $105. And it's trading at $95 on the open market. Are you crying in your beer? No. You're sitting there going, wait a minute, let me get this straight, Uncle Bruce. The stock's at 95, so it's worth $9,500. And I got $1,600 for that put I wrote. I get to keep all that. So if I put $1,600 on top of the $9,500, I'm on $11,100. I started with $10,500, right? Yes. And now I have $11,100 in actual value here? Yes. I'm up $600. Even though the shares went down from 108 to 95, I still am up on my whole trade. Yes. Welcome to the world of option writing. And so what do I do now, Uncle Bruce? I don't know what to do anymore. I haven't taken your lessons. I'm an idiot. Well, if you do take my classes, you know exactly what to do. You have choices. You're not locked in. You could write call options on your 100 shares now. Yeah, you could write a call option. Or you could just sell them for $95. Turn that stock into cash, $9,500 plus your $1,600. You now have $11,100 in cash. And you could now write a cash secured put to buy back this stock at, say, $90 a share. I'll bet you can haul in another $1,400 on that contract for 5-6 months from that point in time forward. So if you got exercised a month from now, you might be writing March 2026 contracts at 90. You'll write one at 90. You'll get paid, say, $1,500 in cash, and that'll be added to your cash balance. Well, remember, you just had 11.1. You've committed 9,000 to buy 100 shares at 90. You still have 2,100 left over. Now you've added 1,500 to 2,100. You have 3,600 in your account in cash, and you have 9,000 in cash over here, waiting to buy 100 shares of NVIDIA at $90 a share because it went down. This is the bad news. Really? This is the bad news? What if I get it at 90? You got 100 shares at 90 and you got 2,600 in cash. Oh, what if they're trading at 85? Sell them at 85 and write $80 puts and bring in another $1,500 in cash. Now you're sitting on 4,100 in cash. Are you getting the program here? That's if it goes down. What if it goes up? I can't get the stock, Bruce. I can't buy it. It never came to me. It never came down to 105. I never got it. Gosh darn to hey, what do I do now? Well, you have 10,500 in your account to buy the stock at 105. You got the original 1,600 in cash sitting there. And the stock goes up to 120. Well, your puts that you sold have dropped in value because they're out of the money. You may buy those back for half the price you sold them for. And turn around immediately and now write a new put contract, a 115, $5 behind the 120 stock price, offered to buy the stock at $115 for 6-7 months. You'll probably get about $16, maybe $18 for that contract. So you took 1,600, gave 800 back to buy these puts back. You kept 800 in cash, and now you just added another 1,600 in cash on top of that 800. You have 2,400 in cash, plus you're sitting there with a put contract to say, I'm willing to buy this stock at 115. Goes to 140. Rinse and repeat. Buy the put back, buy it, write another put, bring in more money. Giddy up. But if you don't take the classes, you don't know what I'm talking about. And so now that's what I worry about. What are you worried about? Asks Real Green Cheetah. I'm worried about people watching this channel, watching this old fart beg you to give him a thumbs up. Please, God, give me a lousy thumbs up. Subscribe to this lousy little channel. Start taking option classes to understand how you can write options. And I'm worried that you'll listen to me and you'll watch and you'll nod your head and go, yeah, that guy makes a lot of sense. You know, he's right. You know, I could make money on a stock if it goes down or if it goes up. And I could take my 10 grand I got lying around here and make it perform. I could change my life by going to my employer and talking about my 401k, which is worth $60,000 after years and years and years of putting my money in there, and they've matched it and whatever. I could borrow $40,000 against my 401k, give myself monthly payments with interest to me to pay myself back. I'll turn that $40,000 loan into a $50,000 repayment of the loan over several years, maybe $55,000, so that my account, by the time I pay off myself, will be worth, like, instead of 60 grand, it'll then be worth, like, you know, with additional contributions and paying myself back, it'll be worth 80,000 or something, 90,000. In the meantime, I got 40 grand in my hand. And I could start taking this guy's classes and get them now on sale, no less. Learn how to start writing options. Start taking 40 grand and do 4 $10,000 cash secured put strategy trades going forward right now. And each one will bring me something like a 15 to 17% cash injection right off the get-go. In other words, if I did 4 put contracts on NVIDIA instead of 1, I'd need about $40,000 to do it. I would not bring in $1,600. I would bring in $6,400 of cash into an account. This is a margin account outside your retirement. This is money you can get your hands on. You have $6,400 coming in on top of the 40 grand you're sitting on today, the day after today, whenever, as soon as you can put it together. What I worry about is you sit there and go, God, you know, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that. I could take a second mortgage on my house. I could do a equity line of credit for 150 grand on my house. We have 600,000 equity in this place. We're not selling. I could do 10 of these. I could bring in $16,000 on NVIDIA premiums for January 26th. This guy makes a lot of sense. Boy, this is a good idea. You know what I worry about? You guys hear that and you go, yeah. And then what? You do nothing. You don't do a goddamn thing. Why? Because you are inherently a talker and not a doer. You are someone who will talk yourself out of a good deal. You'll talk yourself out of taking care of yourself, changing your life. I don't know. You're going to listen to an uncle who once bought some contracts on a high-flying stock and it didn't work out, and they told you you can lose all your money trading options. And you believe this person. And I'm sitting here working my ass off every single day, begging you, look into this, give it a shot, hang around here. Well, why don't you take a couple of my classes and open up a practice account for free and trade this exact trade that I just told you about? Why don't you write a cash secured put in a practice account through Fidelity, through Webull, through Rocket Lab, or whatever you use, not Rocket Lab, Robinhood, whoever you use, wherever you are, you can open up a practice account for nothing. And you can do this trade, 1, 5, 10, 20 contracts, I don't give a crap, and try it and see if it works or not. You don't have to believe me. You have to look into it, but you won't. There are some of you who won't do it because at the end of the day, the reality is that out of the millions of people who are in the market at all times and the zillions that are trading contracts, that are buying and selling contracts, 10% of all option players may write options, perhaps, 5% more than likely, and 1% really get into some trades, some more sophisticated option trading. It's 1%. And that's what I have here. 270 people here. And I'm going to guess 250 of you are real option writers now that I've created a little army of option writers. There are 270 people here and likely another 10,000 people who watch me casually, of which 8,000 are option writers. Yeah, there are many thousands of option writers who follow me all the time and do their thing and never talk to me. They just take what they can get out of what I give them, and they never buy a lesson. They never do a one-on-one. They never comment on the channel. They just sit back and write and write. And then there are those, the diehards of this channel and the gold bagel members of this channel who have figured out, I can make a ton more money getting as close to this guy as I possibly can, rather than be a distant follower of this guy. I'm moving in. I'm moving in with this guy. All of his liver spots and his crooked teeth and lack of hair. I don't care, man, because my trading account has just gone higher and higher, and he has shown me ways of rearranging my stupid assets to make them make money. Because all I'm doing is getting paid and putting money into my credit cards and into my 401k and into my mortgage and and I got nothing back. I've got theoretical value in my house and theoretical value in my retirement account, but I'm cash poor, pal. And I have no hope in hell of quitting my job or retiring or traveling or getting out of this trap that I'm in, or I have to keep dealing with these people at work. I get promotions, but you know what it means? 20% more work for 5% more money. I want out of that. I want to work for myself. I want to put everything I have into making me richer, because if I can work for me only, I make me a lot richer than my employer does. Some of you take the leap and say, I'm investing in myself and I'm buying this guy's class. That's what I worry about. I worry when I have nothing to worry about. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm just your old man trying to get you going. I sure hope I motivate some of you guys with this. I hope I don't upset you. But, can I make everyone happy? No. Bruce, Obi Wana Smoky, Portland, Oregon. Bruce, I've been listening since 2021. Thank you for joining in. You got to become a member of this channel. I mean, come on. Christina, yesterday I sold 50 SoFi cash secured puts that expired today. With a 10.50 strike, I got 32 cents on each of them. So if the stock can kindly close it above 10.50, these are worthless. Rocketeer, okay, I'm in. Yesterday I wrote 90 SoFi $9 puts and $99.50 puts for May 2nd expiry. I'll take $11,500 in 22 days. Thank you very much. Now, this is a kind of trade that a lot of you can't do. A lot of you who follow me don't have enough money to do this kind of a trade. You don't have the capital and you don't have the knowledge. You don't yet have the experience to be able to sit there and say, I can do this trade. But some of you out there might be going, I can do 10 of those. I can do 10 nines and 10 9.5s. I can afford that. I'll make $1,150 in the next some odd days. Let's give that a try. Percentage-wise, it's the same profit for you. Maybe you want to try what Rocketeer's doing. Learn how these options work. My classes on sale are $150 each. There's 18 of them. You can only spend $2,700 US to buy all my classes. This guy is hauling in 11.5 in 22 days, and he will do these trades for the rest of his or her life. That's the difference. Yes, nice, Christina. Says Rocketeer, man, the end of the world will happen when the flat earthers prove the earth is flat. MK, so what should I buy today? Not your normal trader. Bruce, how much are you down on your portfolio? See, I don't trade. You're obviously so new. You don't know what we're about here. I'm your instructor. I'm like a high school teacher. I'm the guy who shows you how to do this. I explain how you do this. You're the one doing the trading. I don't do the trading. I don't have anything. I don't own a single stock. I don't write any contracts. I have no skin in the game. I have no conflicts of interest. I'm not trying to get you to do something that I've already done, and I hope you do it too. No, I'm the guy who is the instructor with these lessons, who has members following him, get a ton of advertising from YouTube. Oh, God, do I get rich from YouTube. Big money. 250 people watching me right now. Can you imagine how many thousands of dollars I'm getting in advertising per decade? Not per day. That's it. So I'm sorry, I haven't made a dime buying or selling anything. I haven't made any. I haven't lost any. I'm just a guy here talking. But if you want to follow a guy that trades, there's all kinds of YouTubers out there that trade all the time. You can follow them. Win and lose with them if you want. It's up to you. Dude, after the flat earthers, we'll get inverse earthers. And we're actually inside the earth, you know. Charlie, what should you sell is the question. Charlie, I'm already selling covered calls. Henry, Uncle Bruce, did you know that ASAT stock gets coverage by Roth Capital buying rate at 42 a share? ASAT, what is ASAT? Alex, oh, Uncle Bruce, you're a conspiracy theorist. You conspiracy theorists, Robinhood are on the side of retail investors, right? Right? Aren't they there for the retail investor? I need to balance my trade, says MK. Alex, I was 70-something earlier on the thumbs up, by the way. Cutting edge, Grand Rapids, Michigan, here, low of 33, high of 53. Welcome to the program, everybody. Nice to have you here. We were up a couple of 100 points 10 minutes ago in the pre-market. We're now down on the day. Darcy, welcome to the show from Oklahoma. Double D, welcome from Waco, Texas. Larry Blake, 123 temperature. 146 degrees. Your thumbs up is 123, and it's 46 degrees in Atlantic City. Welcome. Darcy Moss, the art of the deal is looking more like the art of ruining small business. DAC 52, sunny in Glasgow, Scotland. Welcome. The man, Darcy, unless those small businesses manufacture in the U.S. and enjoy the tax breaks and deregulation that is coming. Darcy, yeah, the man, I work in tech. Vilbus, just popping in to give a thumbs up, having an alley sale today and tomorrow to liquidate our eBay store before moving. Have a great weekend, Uncle Bruce and Bagel Gang. Thank you, Vilbus. Have a great weekend yourself. Charlie, cheers, Vilbus. Have a good weekend. Not your normal Bruce account must be amazing. Again, not listening or just trying to, create havoc. I don't know. The man, I just saw that GameStop insiders are following RC and buying GameStop. That came out earlier. Good morning. I'm tired, but I'm here, says the White Fox. Mr. Premium. Happy Friday, time to fill our pockets. The man, people that follow YouTuber trades don't realize that the YouTubes get to write off all their losses as a business expense. They don't. Yeah, good luck with that. I don't know. I'm not a tax guy. I don't have to worry about that. You got to talk to YouTubers that trade for a living to find out what they're up to. I don't trade. I don't trade stuff. No, I don't put myself in a conflict of interest. If I'm going to start writing options for myself, I got to shut this channel down, shut down the daily channel. I'll shut down all the memberships. I will just go on the air maybe once a day, once every 2 days as a little hi, how are you? And I would only be then offering my services privately to anyone who can still track me down. If I start writing options, I won't be here in front of this camera talking to you while all this is going on at the same time. No. I don't have 15 arms and 6 brains on the go with 15 screens. No, thank you. I'm 70 years old coming up in September. No. I think I'll just do this for a while. This is more entertaining for me, quite entertaining enough. If I can sell enough of these and get enough of those and do one-on-ones here and there, I get by. But you got to figure out your place in the big picture. That's all. It's nothing personal. Anyway, thank you, everybody. There you go. Okay. Joe Oliver, Dak, I'm going to Glasgow in August. You should give me a heads up on what to check out over there. And it's all good. Welcome all to the program. Sorry, I didn't know, says not alert. It's fine. I don't take it personally. I do get these comments often from people, especially when things are moving. When more people find my channel, I get newbies coming in going, well, what do you trade? If you're so smart, why don't you do this stuff? And so I have an answer. I've been the same since January 21, since I started going live every day. So if you've been around a while, you know. If you haven't, you're new, and you'll find out. It's okay. I don't get mad about it. I'm so used to this. Jeff, with my proceeds from Tariff Pause Day, I sold Jan 26 $20 ASTS for $5.90 yesterday. Giddy up, rock and roll. All right, 1048 on SoFi, down 4 cents. NVIDIA 108.30 up 73 cents, I think is where we're at. I'm going to check out the pre-market. We have 6 minutes before we start trading here on the day. If you want to make money in this business, or let's just say this, if your 401k, your IRA, your RRSP, your trading account is down, has lost money in the last, say, 2 or 3 weeks with all the nonsense going on with this market, or the last 3 months now since, inauguration, whatever, and you want to recover some capital that you've lost in the market, there's a way to recover some capital, or for others of you to change strategies and enhance performance of your accounts, especially those of you who want to retire more comfortably. You're 53 now, 48 to 53, let's say, just guessing, and you've got an account worth a couple $100,000, but it's supposed to be worth a couple of million by the time you're 60 something. You want to enhance that capital. Now is a good time to really get something going. Well, as simple as buying Apple, NVIDIA, Google, Amazon, any of the Magnificent Seven, you could buy, 100 of each one, 200 of each, 300 of each, $5,000 of each, 20,000 of each, 60,000 of each. I don't know, whatever split you want. And then you can write call options on all of those shares in increments of 100 shares. So just buy 100 Apple or 200 Apple or 300 Apple. Don't buy 250. You can't write options on the 50. You can write options on 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So in 100 share increments across the board, pick off these stocks, even at these low prices, and immediately write call options against them out of the money by, say, 5 or 10% higher than what they're trading at right now, out to January 26th. This is easy peasy, no brainer trading. And I will bet you some of you can haul in 10% premium on the value of your stock right now. and that'll be cash in your account immediately right this second. The minute you write the contract, the cash is in your account the same day. Now you just fold your arms and say, okay, if the stock goes up more than 10%, I win because my stock is up more than 10%. I get bought out and I get to keep the premium I got, which was more than 10% of the price I paid for the stock. In other words, I'm telling you, you could make 20% on your money between now and January 26th if there's a market recovery. That's all. That's all I'm saying. And theoretically, if you take my classes, you'll figure out even if the stock does go up, I can buy contracts back and resell new contracts for higher strike prices because the stock has gone up. I'll just sell a higher priced contract further out in time again, and I'll bring in even more money. So not only will I get a higher payout if I get taken out, which I'm preventing by moving up, but I'm bringing in more money. That's right. And so if these shares want to go up 20% in the next year, and you write your first batch of contracts and roll into a second batch of contracts and roll into a third batch of contracts, a year from now, it's possible. You may be up 20% on your value of your stock that you bought. You bought more stock while you were doing this because as cash came in from contracts, you bought more shares to write more contracts. And you've rolled your contracts forward, and you may well be up 60, 70% on your account a year from now. So you're taking a $250,000 account, and you're turning it into a $400,000 account this year. You're not contributing $5,000 a month into your retirement account. Your employer isn't matching you with $5,000 a month as well. You're not getting $10,000 a month building in there. But this is one way to really get this thing going. Option writing. You've got to be the casino. That's what we do here. Everyone here who writes options are casinos. We create the slot machine that the gamblers play with. We allow the gamblers to gamble on our stocks. We let them gamble on our stock movement by just saying to them, you want my shares? You want to buy my NVIDIA from me? I'll let you have it. I'll either write a cash secured put to offer to buy it, or I'll write a covered call and offer you to sell it to you. Which way would you like to go is what I ask you. Now, you might not be able to write a cash secured put in a retirement account, but you can sure write a covered call in a retirement account. You can take money out of a retirement account and write cash secured puts and or credit spreads. And that is why there are 18 lessons available on how stock option writing works. Now, do you want to learn any of this? Great. If it's too complicated for you, I understand. That's why only 1% of the people do it. It's not that simple. But then, hey, you want to do what institutional traders do? You want to do what hedge funds do as a specialty? They play with billions. Okay? You're playing with thousands. You can play the exact same game they're playing and make your cut too. But when you're ready, you'll figure it out. In the meantime, that's what I worry about when by being the guy who has to worry about stuff. Anyway, welcome everybody. Mark Downs, number 160, giddy up. Dude, the key to learning and writing and rolling is to learn how to do it. Well, that's why people hang out here all the time. Sold 25.50 GameStop cash secured puts for expiry April 25. I did that yesterday. So these expire in 14 days, 2 weeks. If I'm up 50% today, I'll buy to close and I'll do it all again. GameStop has been giving me great premiums on their dips. I've been doing this the last few weeks. There you go. Austin, the big thing too is you don't need a lot of cash to start writing options. This is the real secret too. Starting really small helps build confidence and lets you get away with stupid mistakes and learn before it gets costly. There's that. Demand correction, Uncle Bruce, the cash is in your account the second your order is filled, not when you write. That's great. As soon as the order is filled, that's true. Be the casino, always be the casino. Larry Titus, Bruce, we are trading. The bells are going off, and your viewers are getting richer right now again because the market is open again. Here we go. Thank you all for joining me. Welcome to the party, pals. At the end of the day, all I want is for you folks to get richer, because if you folks get richer, this channel becomes more successful. It's a symbiotic relationship here. I have viewers that make money that make me money. How? Viewing, memberships, class sales, one-on-one sessions. That's how I get paid. I'm your consultant. I'm your go-to guy. I'm your guru. Call me whatever you want. I'm your Uncle Bruce, and I'm here to try to help you get richer. That's all. And since 2021, still doing it. And here we go. 277 of you are here. That's all. Not 2,700, not 27,000. I'm a niche channel. I'm a very niche channel in the investment field. You're not going to find another channel like this one anywhere. I don't think so. Doubt there's anyone that does what I do like I do it. Probably not. Welcome all to the program. Thank you, everybody. Be the casino. Make your money today and have a great weekend, everybody. DH. Neat. Crazy 49er. Notice that my GameStop 20 put for Jan 25, they're stuck at 350. Is that the time premium? What's the deal? Check the bid asks and see if they've changed at all. Check the open interest. Make sure it's changing. Just reload your computer, make sure everything is up to speed. Give it another 15 minutes to open up. We're up 42 cents on GameStop. We're down 300 on the Dow. So the Dow is negative, S&P is negative, NASDAQ went negative. It all went red in the last, 20 minutes of the pre-market, I guess. It all went red. And we're down 300 on the Dow at the moment. 0.75 of a point, though. Nothing serious, really. NASDAQ down 0.5%. Oil down 43 cents right now. That is the story, all right? Welcome everyone to the program. SoFi 1038 down 14 cents. ASTS down 54 cents. Rocket Lab down 25. GameStop up 40. MSTR up 577 today. Maybe got a bit of an uptick on the Bitcoin market, I guess. AI at $20, down 30 cents. Super Micro Computer down 18 cents. Nvidia's up 51 cents. Tesla up 24. So, yeah. Do you want to buy Nvidia at $100 a share? It's trading at 108. You can offer to buy Nvidia at 100 and get paid to do that in your margin account easily. Or you could say, you know what? I don't think Nvidia is going to reach $135 a share by next week, Friday, or I guess Thursday, but 2 weeks from now, Friday, 3 weeks from now. I don't think by the end of May, Nvidia will reach 135. I bet you it'll be under 130 to 135. It'll be under that. You know what? You can do a credit spread on that statement and get paid to write a call option and to buy a call option. In other words, a call credit spread, where if the shares do not reach $130 between now and that Friday, those contracts will be worth nothing, and you get to keep whatever credit you just got. And I have viewers here who are doing this on all kinds of stock right now, because I'm telling you, I think that the market will not hit new all-time highs in the next 3 to 6 weeks. I don't think any of the Magnificent Sevens are going to be anywhere near their highs for the last 52 weeks in the next few weeks. I don't think so, which means credit spreads are going to pay handsomely to anyone who wants to write them. So if you've got $5,000, you got $5,000, you can write Nvidia call credit spreads, Microsoft's, Tesla's, Amazon's, Google's, Facebook's, whichever ones you want. You can write credit spreads on the S&P 500, on the NASDAQ 100. You can literally write credit spreads against a market, the entire market, not even worrying about a stock. It's a question of what turns you on and what interests you and doesn't, but you got to take the classes. That's it. I can explain as much as I can live, but until you take these classes that are like an hour and a half to 2 hours each in plain English, you'll learn a lot of the psychology of this market and the do's and don'ts and the this and that. 18 of them. It's like a college class. It's kind of like going to school. Learn how the option market works with all the shenanigans around it so that you'll get a bigger understanding of the stock market as well. You'll find that your whole outlook on the stock market will completely change. You'll go, oh my God, I had no idea that people do that. I didn't know that. This is what banks do. This is how insurance companies make extra money with all that premium money they're sitting on. This is why when there's a Super Bowl and there's a Kentucky Derby and the Masters, all these private jets come in to Augusta, Georgia for the Masters. Who do you think brings in those private jets? The very well-to-do. Well, what do the very well-to-do have going for them? They have people who manage their money. How do they manage their money? They write options. They write options on the stock market, on bonds, on currencies, on commodities. All I'm going to tell you to do, I'm going to show you, is how you can write options on stocks. That's all. I'm not going to get you into complicated futures trading patterns with grain and soybeans and pork bellies. No, just the equity market. The stuff you're bombarded with all the time. The stuff you might be investing in now and not making money on right now. The stuff that, you buy and buy and buy and buy, but no one ever tells you when to sell and how to sell. I'm showing you how to sell stuff to make money on it. Sell it up here and buy it back down here. That's what we specialize in right here on this channel. We're George Costanza. We do the opposite. And it works very well. We're rather surprised of how well this works. Actually, we're not surprised. We're kind of going, well, for the newbies, it's surprising. But for those of us who've been here a while, this is not surprising at all. Because once you understand the options market and how rigged it is against the buyers, like casinos in Vegas, they're rigged. Did you know that? Did you know that when you walk into any casino anywhere, the odds are against you to make money? Did you ever figure that out? Well, I'm turning you into a casino in the stock market. You're a casino stock market. You're a stock market casino. That's what you are. You're a stock market casino. That's what I'm making you become in whatever size of an account you've got. You don't need $100,000, $1 million to be a stock market casino. You can be a stock market casino with $2,000. Ask Splair. He knows. Welcome, everyone, to the program. Thank you for joining in. It's nice that you're here. Just trying to get you, make you money. Sharon is in the house, 173 from Jersey. Thank you. JJ, keep calm and short Tesla. Who else is here? Aurora, have a great weekend, everybody. Touch grass. My license plate will read sell to open. There you go. There you go. I love it. I love it when you guys make money. It's so much fun. We're only down 83 on the Dow. We were down 300 points 5 minutes ago. We're down 83. What's going on? Does it matter? Does it really matter? If you're an option writer, doesn't matter what's going on. You're making money whatever direction the market wants to go. That's the secret to being an option writer. This is why option writers just fold their arms and watch the market a lot of the time. And they go, I can't believe this crap is going on, but I'm taking my dough. Thank you very much. I'm making my trades and I'm watching them come in, because that's what the managers of casinos do in Vegas and everywhere else. They are up there behind those mirrors in the ceiling, watching the gamblers gamble on the floor of their casino, and they're just going, I can't believe these idiots come back every day and just keep putting money in these slot machines that never pay off. The bells are always going, the lights are always going, and everything's flashing, but they never pay $1 million. No one's ever seen someone win $1 million on a slot machine. 0.00001% of gamblers have seen someone win something big. Most people in casinos see almost everybody lose money all the time. These managers are driving nice cars. They live in nice houses. They wear very nice clothing. And they're educated. They're university graduates. They know what they're talking about. They're very good at mathematics. These casino runners, these casino managers make a fortune. And the owners of the casinos, all Wall Street firms now. All publicly traded companies. Did you ever figure that out? That Vegas is now all run by Wall Street. It used to be run by the mob. All the movies you used to see were mob-run casinos. Not anymore. All the casinos are owned by Wall Street firms, backed by Wall Street money. And Wall Street bankers, brokers, they're casinos. They're letting you gamble in their stock market. Hello? Is anybody here home? Is there? And that's what I worry about, that you guys don't understand that. Austin, I just put in order to write a Broadcom AVGO, a $195, $200 call credit spread that is going to expire on May 16th. AVGO. That stock is 175.62. He is writing $195, $200 calls. He's going to write the 195s and buy the 200s. And he got $1.79 on a $5 spread. That means, just to give you newbies an idea, he's using $500 to bring in $179 in cash. So he's now got $679 in his account by creating this credit spread. And if the shares of AVGO do not go over $195 between now and the 16th of May, which is 5 weeks from now, these two contracts, the 195s and the 200s, will shrink to zero value because they're out of the money. The stock is only 170 whatever it is here, $176.08. They're up 377 right now. The stock stays down here, stays around 180, 185. These contracts shrink in value every week that goes by until they are both worthless. And the call that he sold, he won't buy back. It'll be worth nothing. The one he bought will be worth nothing. And the difference of $179 is all his. And he ends up with $179 for his $500 commitment. He ends up with $679. So bringing in just about $180 on a $500 trade, that's a 36% return on his capital between now and May the 16th. Now, he may well turn around and say, Uncle Bruce, as soon as that spread of 179, as soon as these contracts shrink down and that spread is down to like 70 cents, I'll buy this back. I'm going to make $1 on this. I'm going to take $1 off the table. I'll buy back the one call, sell the other one off, and I will keep $1 out of the 179. I will make $100 profit in the next week and a half or so, 2 weeks. And then I'm going to do another credit spread on this stock or another one for 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out. And I'm going to take this big, fat, juicy premium. I'm going to fold my arms and watch that sucker shrink by more than 50%, and I'll buy that one back. This is a $500 trade if you do one of these. If you do two of these, it's a $1,000 trade with double $179 coming into your pocket. If you do 10 of these, it's a $5,000 trade. And you're bringing in $1,790. If you can clear $1,000 from this trade in the next week or two, you make $1,000 on $5,000 in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, now you got $6,000, which means you can now do a $6,000 trade. You could do 12 credit spreads at $5 each. Of course, you're now compounding your payout. Up to you. There you go. This is 101 trading right here. Anyone can do this. You don't need a special license. You don't need special clearances. You don't need a university degree. You don't need $100,000 in your account. You don't need to pledge your house. None of this stuff. But it would help to understand the nuances of options. How do calls work? How do puts work? How do in-the-money contracts work? How do at-the-money contracts work? How do they work out of the money? What stink bids? What are stink offers? What are spreads? Expiry dates, strike prices. 18 lessons are waiting for you. Whenever you're ready to make money, you let me know. JJ, got to create a YouTube short of this talking point, Uncle Bruce. This game is rigged. Splair, JJ, good idea. Splair, how can I find a video for you, JJ? Searching your name leads me to children's content and Minecraft. I'll probably easily accessible through Splair TV, Rodents on the Road. JJ, Discord sidebar. Juan, will SoFi raise on bank news or today's bagel? What's going to happen? Is SoFi going to the moon, Bruce? When, how far, and what time? Please, just give me an indication, like exactly when and how much. I would really appreciate that. Well, we're only down 2 cents on SoFi. Looks like we've bounced back here. We're up 70 on the Dow. We're green again. I think we're even up maybe 148. I don't know. The market seems to be improving. I'm just trying to follow it as best I can for you, as your instructor, as your opinionator. Trying to help you out. 1057 now on SoFi. I think we're at plus 4 cents on the stock. We're up. Got down to 1030 today. It's now 1054, 1057 on a volume of 3.8 million in 17 minutes. A very quiet opening. Very quiet opening. There is no panic selling coming in on SoFi this morning. That is evident. So the buyers out there going, I didn't get hit with a bunch of selling. Oh, well, I better up my bids to try to get it now. And if the other bankers are making money all over the place, I think SoFi is going to have had a good first quarter too. Maybe I should get into this stuff. And now all of a sudden, they can't find it at 1030, 1040. They can't find it at 1050. It's 1057 now. And maybe it's on its way to $11 in the next 15 minutes. Maybe it'll go even higher. Well, that would be lovely. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. We'll keep an eye on that. We're up 175 on the Dow now. We're going higher. We're up 25, 26 on S&P. NASDAQ is up 130 points. 0.8 of a percentage point higher for NASDAQ. 0.44 for the Dow. Oil down a penny. 60.06 a barrel. Okay. ASTS is up 20. Rocket Lab's up 17. GameStop is up 98 cents to $26. MSTR up 17.40, AI up 14, SMCI up 28, NVIDIA up 288, Tesla's up 489, the Spiders are up 331, the Qs are up 356, Palantir up 83, Costco down 480, Coinbase up $4, Google up 275, Apple up 144, Broadcom 177. We got Microsoft up 429, Intel down 123, Netflix up 17, Meta up down 67 cents. That's Facebook. EI Lilly up 619, Amazon up 94, Uber down 37 cents and climbing. Adobe up 80, Cisco up 44, AMD up 596, Unity up 8. Enphase down 30 cents. That's all it's down. Aspire down 4. Moderna up 90 cents. Pfizer up 7. IBM up 167. HBQ up 9. Home Depot down 242. Vanik Semiconductors SMH up 212. Goldman Sachs up 372. Banker Boeing down 33. Target down 83. JP Morgan Banker up 850 to 235. Walmart up 71, Disney up 27, American Airlines up 4, DraftKings up 11, AMC up 2 cents, Royal Caribbean down 291. Welcome to the party, pals. We've got green markets all of a sudden, instead of down 300 points at the opening, we're up 180 now. That's a 480-point swing to the upside. Up go the markets. Nothing dramatic. It's only 168, 180 points, but it is 400 points better, 450, so okay. Let's see what happens. Welcome to the party, everybody. Ed, look at that GameStop, Bruce. Lorraine, good morning. I'm number 178 on your thumbs up meter today. Uncle Bruce, you're going to hit 200 thumbs ups at any time here. Thank you, everybody, for coming through for us today. Thank you for answering my pleas this morning, hitting the thumbs up button right away, right on the opening. Thank you for that momentum. Thank you for joining me today from wherever you are on the planet. I appreciate you all so very much. If you could please kindly find the membership button and become a member of this channel. That would really be something special. We'd love to have you here as a member of this channel, if that's possible. We're going to go right now, comments for members only, which is what we do during trading time. Thank you again for being part of the show today and being part of the familia. Absolutely love the fact that you're here. Here we go. We've got an update going. We're just going to change over now to member comment only. Thank you all. My computer has decided to go super slow. I'm not in a hurry, Uncle Bruce. It's Friday. I don't think I have to work very hard today. You know how you used to do it, Bruce, when you used to work full time. You remember you didn't work that hard. You made it look like you were working hard, but your boss never knew how much you were slacking off. Or did the boss know? Isn't that why you didn't get promoted so often? I decided to just become a manager instead of trying to get promoted within. I just became the manager. That was it. Somehow they believed in me. I don't know how they did it. Then I took my own company public and I became president of a public traded company. And I thought, let's just do it that way. I'll just be the boss now. Well, there's good things and bad things about being the boss. Anyway, it is what it is. Welcome all to the program. We are going members only. There it is. It has been done. Thank you all for joining in. Become a member today if you can. Join us and welcome everyone from everywhere. Very grateful that you're with us today. 184 thumbs ups and counting, I think now. That's looking pretty good. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Just checking my analytics right now. I'm looking at my channel right now, see what the analytics are showing here. Boom, coming through here. My goodness, we've had 490 views of my videos in the last 60 minutes. That's pretty cool. In the first hour of my being live with you, 575 views came in the first hour from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And currently, with 7 minutes to go, this hour is showing just over 400 views. So, yeah, so this show is approaching over 900 views already from people who want to learn how to write options. That's what it is. Yesterday's show, the 10th of April, winners, said here, winners yesterday, the banks, the bond market. Over 1,500 views of yesterday's live show. When normally there are 200-300 people here at a time, at the end of it all, multiply that by 5, and it tells you, yeah, that's like 1,500 to 2,000 people every day watch my live shows. That's how many option writers are following this channel. Kind of cool. Think about that. That I talk to that many people every single day. Unbelievable. I appreciate the following. Thank you very much. Giddy up, you kids. Let's get you richer. Thank you again, Lorraine, for the thumbs up. Thank you, all of you, for answering the question of the day. Appreciate that, too. We're going for 200 thumbs ups as quick as possible. We're almost there. They are coming through, and it is a wonderful thing to have you join us. 192 thumbs ups. Look at that. 192, or 8 away from 200. Are you guys getting ads about, hey, how many miles should you walk a day to lose weight? Have you been getting those ads out there? Any of you guys? I get these this guy walking with a cell phone, trudging along and talking about, the more you walk, the thinner you're going to get. Do you get ads like that, or do you get ads for cars, or what kind of ads are you getting these days? I'm curious. By the way, the question of the day, 257 of you responded. 86% are telling me, yes, Bruce, I agree. SoFi is going to do well because the banks have done well this morning. They've announced record profits, nice numbers, upward trajectories. SoFi is going to join the party. So thank you for sharing that info as well. A Savage of Wall Street says, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Anyone on the RX stock is smiling today. We're up $1. We're up 25% on the stock. All those cash secured puts are shrinking, baby. There you go. Crazy 49er, does it make sense to roll to a higher strike and leave the same expiry date and take a few dollars more in premium? Well, if you're able to do rollovers, depending on what, I'm not sure if you're talking about calls or puts. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but rollovers can be very profitable. Again, there are lessons on this in my 18 lesson. Is my internet slow? Juan is asking, or is this market barely moving at the moment? What's going on here? I'm used to 1,000 point swings every 5 minutes. What's up, Bruce? Dude, here's Bruce with the numbers. Easy, baby. Here we go. Well, we're up 175 on the Dow. We're not down 1,000, but we're not up 1,000 either. We do show more or less green, more or less everywhere. A couple of reds, but we seem to be mostly up. The winner right now is GameStop. It hit 26 earlier today. I think it got up to, 26.09 already. So we're up 70, 80 cents now at 25.82. 1.9 million traded on SoFi. It hasn't taken much trading to get SoFi through 26 here. We couldn't break 25 the other day. A couple days ago, it just couldn't break 25. Now just busted 26 this morning already. So GameStop on its way higher. Yeah, cash secured puts on GameStop falling in price. Giddy up, kids. SoFi 1056 up 4. Rocket Lab is unchanged. That MicroStrategy stock, MSTR, is up 1468 right now. Welcome all to the program. Jen is in the house. She's alive. She's awake. She's moving. She's rolling along. We had our dinner last night at GameStop. I told everybody about that.
We did not eat at GameStop.
We didn't. Where did we eat last night? Didn't we eat at GameStop last night? GameStop paid for it. Maybe it was all the people making money off the games. That's what it was. It was all the gamblers that made a bunch of money for my viewers, who then turned around and said, "Uncle Bruce, here's a donation for your channel, and here's the Gold Bagel membership donation, and I want to have a one-on-one with you. And by the way, go out to the Outback Steakhouse, but call it whatever you want. Call it GameStop." What I love is when I'm in a shopping mall and I walk by a GameStop store, I go, "Oh, thank you, GameStop." Gosh darn the heck, I love looking at GameStop stores.
What I have to smile at, but I wish was not the case, is that it's often the only store with people in it.
That's right.
Every time we go past it, there's people in it.
Yeah. We're here in Palm Desert. We go into the shopping mall here. Yeah, that's true. We find that whenever we go to a shopping mall, you're walking along and this store is empty. This store's got a couple of customers. There's one or two customers here. No customers in this store. The staff have got their fingers up their nose. And then you come into a GameStop, walk by the GameStop, and there's like 10 kids in there. And they're not kids. They're teenagers, 20-year-olds, 40-year-olds. Middle adults. Walking around, looking around, some holding a game they're going to buy. Engaging with the staff. Yeah. It be what it be. Welcome all to the program. Savage of Wall Street, RXRX just went parabolic, he says. Boeing Tiger, here's a donation, sir. This will help towards that GameStop steakhouse you went to yesterday. That Aussie GameStop steakhouse called Outback. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Keeping us alive. I had to go to Whole Foods last night to buy bagels because Auntie Jen remembered to tell me. We were driving to the Outback and she said, "Oh, by the way, just to alert you, you need to stop. You need to stop at Whole Foods because you ate your last bagel yesterday on the air and you won't have one for tomorrow's show." So over to Whole Foods, bought another 6-pack of bagels. Jen is cranking a bagel right now. There you go. So we're okay for today. I'm not stuck with bread and jelly on it. Yeah, no kidding. Dude, you ate at GameStop? Wow, you're important, Uncle Bruce. They ought to serve you on bended knee, Splair bought back 3, or what is this? Oregon gram dollar calls at 15. So I have no idea what you're doing, but you're making money. Bought them at 19, sold them at 19, bought them for 15. I don't know what's going on. Just make money. Savage Wall Street, Uncle Bruce, you may want to look at this. A few of us trade this RXRX. It's like when you don't know about AI, and I mentioned it here a few years back. It's one of these stocks. Splair 3% in 2 weeks on my Oregon position. I'll take it and say thank you. Okay, Austin. Was anyone here a few years ago when there was a donation war going on, the libation game? Do you remember that?
Friday afternoon.
Oh, the Friday afternoon libation game. I remember those.
Right
Oh
after
my
games.
God. I was saying to myself, this won't last. This will not last because these drinkers are going to forget all about everything. And I was right. But it was kind of fun at that time. It was kind of weird.
The word game.
The word game. Mike says, I partaked. I was part of it. I did the partooking of that time. One, Uncle Bruce, I was just assigned 200 shares of AI. Is it better to sell them and write the 105 NVIDIA 1/26? Should I just do an NVIDIA? Are you talking about a cash secured put on NVIDIA? I'm wondering. 109.85. Do the 105 cash secured put and take the dough for that. Is it better? I don't know if it's better, but it's up to you how you want to do it. I mean, you know, you sell off the Rocket Lab, take the dough, and write the cash secured put on NVIDIA. Take the dollars and dollars and dollars. Totally your call. You can write cash secured puts on anything you want, including Rocket Lab, GameStop, SoFi. But excuse me, to diversify into NVIDIA as well, yeah, sure. It's not a bad trade. It is not a bad trade at all. Thank you, Juan. And just keep up the good work, buddy. Just keep up the good work. Splair, correct. Sold 3 OGI at 19 and gave away 15. And at that low, I'm happy to be gaining anyways. Okay. Walter Young, thumbs up, number 198, Bruce. You're going to get 200 here any moment right now. Well, that is awesome stuff. Thank you all so very, very much. I appreciate it. We're negative again on the Dow, I think. We're down 77 points. We were down 300 at the opening. We were up 200 10 minutes before the opening. So we were up 200, then we were down 300. We got up 100 something just a few minutes ago. Now we're down 77. So welcome to the party, pal. It's option expiry Friday. There's all kinds of shenanigans going on. And we've got a wild and wacky market. There you go. Are you okay? I'm okay. You're okay. We're all okay. Thank you all for being part of the show today. We're just letting the market tell us where it wants to go, and then you're going to write contracts accordingly. Is there anything wrong writing NVIDIA $105 cash secured puts? I ask you, is there anything wrong with doing that trade? NVIDIA, which is trading at now 100 and what is it doing right now? 109-ish. Let me refresh my page and then refresh the quote. This used to be a lot easier. Yeah, we're at 109 on NVIDIA right now. If you write a cash secured put on NVIDIA for January 26 for $105, okay, you're writing a 105 Jan 26 cash secured put. If you've taken my classes, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not taking my classes, it's all Greek to you, I'm sure. You're wondering, what does this mean? What does this mean? You're going to get paid between $15.50 and $15.60 approximately right now. So you're actually going to have to come up with $90 to buy NVIDIA. You've got $10,500 right now to buy 100 shares at 105. But you're being given $1,500 to do this. And so really $99,000 of the 10.5 will be used. If you were to be exercised, if you were to be exercised. And now if these shares want to run to 120, 115, 125 in the next few weeks, this contract will not trade at this price. I'm going to guess that if the shares were to go up in price to say by $5 to 114, these 105s will start trading around 13.25. If the shares go up another $5, say a week or two from now, your contracts will be down to 11.25. And of course, time still slowly eats away at them. If the shares go up another $5, let's say they go up $15 from here, they get to 125 or so, these contracts will be trading at 9.50 a piece, 9.40 a piece, maybe. So you're up $6 a share by just buying those back at that price. In theory, you don't own the stock. You don't lose any money on the stock going down. Or going up. You didn't make any as far as capital gains because you don't own the shares. But you were willing to pay 105 for the stock, and it went to 125. You made $6 gain on your money, not on the stock, but on your money. So if you put up 10,500 and you made 600 net money by buying back the puts for $6 less, you've cleared $600 on $10,500 in, say, the next 2 or 3 weeks. You know, that kind of return of net, it's about 5.5% return in less than a month. If you could do that every month on a very conservative strategy like this, where you write puts, let them drop a third, 40%, buy them back, write new puts, out of the money, take 30, 40% again, 5% on your money, 5% on your money, 5% on your money. You can do that once or twice a month for a year. Do the math. You are making a fortune. This is with 10 grand. This does not require $1 million to do this trade. Very interesting to make 5% with only 10 grand on Nvidia, and this is just because you're willing to pay 105 to buy it. Anyway, there you go. Totally up to you if you want to do this. Charlie, stink bid hit. Just sold SoFi $10 May 16 cash secured puts for $1.05. There's a strategy right there. 10% on your capital. Hey, this thing dies in 5 weeks. Savage Wall Street. Boom! I just sold 10 RXRX7 covered calls, expiring June for 95 cents. Just like that. Kids, on days when the stock pops 30%, yeah, we write covered calls. Blair, I doubted on both accounts. I doubled on both accounts. The one from my mom and from at my account at Tilray Position through the Canna call gains and Tilray. So it's really possible with small amounts. Savage Wall Street, those that were around 3 years ago, and you heard me mention a little company called C3AI, ticker AI. You've done very well. Now RXRX is another one of my little babies here. There you go. Splair, unfortunately, I didn't write into Canopy downside. The gain would be juicy though. Splair, what is this pharmaceutical selling? What do they do? You might want to Google and check them out. RXRX is the stock. Some of these smaller companies that Savage likes to get into, they can move quite dramatically, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. You have to be really on it. You have to be very close to it. You have to also watch the liquidity. Now, the stock is easy to buy, easy to sell. That's not a problem. It's the options. You got to be careful. There's good liquidity there. You've got to be, water off a duck's back and let the stock run one way or the other and then make your move. Again, to each his own. For some of you, AI is too risky to get into. Some of you want to just only be into, Magnificent Seven stocks, what have you. There's something for everyone, including me. Toasted jelly, grape jelly bagel from Whole Foods. Thank you, Auntie Jen, so much. Oh, yes. The toasted sesame seed bagel has arrived with grape jelly on it. Will this move the markets? We're down 120 on the Dow. Okay. Can we get a bit of a boost here because I'm going to eat a grape jelly bagel on a Friday? Well, let's hope so. We'll see what happens here. We're down 25 on the S&P. We're down 119 on the NASDAQ. We're down 140 on the Dow at the moment, 150 on the Dow. So it looks like it's falling just as I'm getting ready to eat it. Will this munching of this bagel stop the losses and make the markets go to the moon? Wouldn't that be lovely? Welcome, everybody. Splair saying RXRX is recursion pharmaceutical, but pharmacy is a big business. There you go. Welcome to the program. First bite. Giddy up, everybody. I read this morning that, and heard also that Tesla has stopped importing into China their Model S and their Model X cars. The first two they made, the big ones. They've decided that they're not bringing them into China because it's 125% tariff from them. These are made in America. They're made in Freeport. So they're not going to go from Freeport to China. No, they'll go to other countries in Asia where the tariffs are much lower, but they're not going into China.
But you can buy a much cheaper electric Chinese.
Oh, yeah. You can buy a domestic Chinese-made car if you live in China. Now, the Model 3 and the Model Y are made in Shanghai. They won't have tariffs on them, except for imported parts. That could be very complex. Same thing in America. Teslas made in Freeport aren't made of just American-made parts. Teslas are made with worldwide delivery of parts from around the planet. So there could be tariff problems for parts of Teslas, pieces of Teslas. Mexico and elsewhere. So yeah, well, a lot to watch. Okay, we're down 55 as I'm chomping this bagel. I think we're even up 12 points on the Dow. We just turned completely around because I've eaten a quarter of a bagel. Not even that, an eighth of a bagel. Look at this. Anyway, there you go. Charlie says, bagel, bagel, bagel. Jeff Glass, the problem is Teslas aren't selling well anywhere. Well, there you go. Spare for me, it's laughable. The U.S. companies like the one from Mike Tyson or now Cookies, California, have to grow and sell through Portugal, while in the USA you throw a lot away and Tilray buys craft beer. Dude, more importantly, Tesla needs rare earths that only China has. There's that. There's all kinds of issues here, folks. All kinds. Welcome all. Now we're down 23 again. S&P up 2, NASDAQ up 21, oil up a penny. There you go. GameStop 25.63, up 61 cents. Red everywhere else. MSTR still green, but AI is down. Tesla down 344. Palantir down 126. Costco's down $14. We're green on Google, Apple, Broadcom at 177, hanging on. Broadcom did go a little higher, but it's backing off again. Microsoft up 130. Intel down $1. Netflix is up 10. Meta down 820. Eli Lilly up 6. Amazon is down. Uber's down. Adobe is lower. We're green again on the Dow as I finish this first quarter of a bagel. I guess I should just keep eating. Bruce, eat that bagel. Don't stop. Welcome to the party, pals. How are you doing today? Hey, Auntie Jen, how's it going?
Good. How is the market reacting well to your bagel?
It appears to me to be better. We were down 150. Now we're up 32 points.
Excellent.
I'll take complete credit for anything good. I will take none of the blame. Okay.
Right. You could be a politician.
I could be Donald Trump.
Anything.
I could be a communist dictator. Everything good is because of our Communist Party values. Everything bad? Goddamn Americans.
Always the other.
Those goddamn Americans. Everything bad is America. Everything good is communist.
Yeah.
I could do that. My goodness. Welcome all to the program, kids. Savage Wall Street is saying RxRx is a pharmaceutical and an AI. They have contracts with Bayer. Any company I suggest. I've done over 100 hours of research, and my track record is very good. I recommend 13 companies. Only 2 weren't okay. Well done, sir. You keep up that good work, man. You keep it doing. Dude, Tesla's great volatility, though, and it comes great premium, of course. Dude, just brought in 300 on rolling down my MSTR short call to 390. Still 100 away from the price. Come on, shrinkage. Well, pharmacy, Bayer, and AI are good signals for growth, but 23andMe was as well a good idea with bankruptcy at the end. Savage Wall Street, no one will ever bet 100% when it comes to investing. It's just not possible. Uncle Bruce can tell you that. Yes, sir. Spare, thanks for explaining them a little bit, Savage. You got it. All right. Welcome, everybody. We're up 114 on the Dow now. I'll keep eating. Okay. We're up 20 on S&P, and we're up 72 on NASDAQ. All the markets are moving up. Yay. Okay. Giddy up, everybody. Jeff Glass, sold SoFi, Jan 26, $10 cash secured puts, and I got 224. I had sold these a while back, and I got 265. I bought those back on pause day at 170, and now he's selling them again at 220. Giddy up, baby. Oh, yeah. Nice one. $10.30 on SoFi, down 25 cents. Markets are now up only 21. We get little waves each direction here. Touchgrass says, I'll be keeping an eye on that RXRX. Thank you, Savage. Let's get an update on the thumbs up meter. We have 275 votes today on the question of the day. The big banks are beating their estimates today, and I think SoFi is going to win as well. 85% say yes. 15% don't think so, but 85% of you are saying SoFi is going to beat, and they're going to do just fine. I think the SoFi shares could go much, much higher. 204 thumbs ups. How about that? You got to love this. I love it. Thank you all for being here, joining in. 204 thumbs ups. This is good stuff. Splayer's asking, hey, by the way, is anyone here successful on Fiverr? Thought first time about offering myself as a video editor with basic skills. Jeff Glass, I have stink bids. I've got stink bids to buy more at 251 if SoFi drops more. I think to write more. I think you're thinking that you've got stink offers. I'm not sure. I'm going to guess this is what's going on here. Savage Wall Street. I actually spoke to RXRX CEO in January during the JP Morgan Pharmaceutical Summit in Frisco. The guy is brilliant, and there's so much upside. Heard him speak for 30 minutes. Great presentation. There you go. There you go. Good stuff. Dow's negative, down 60. Jeff, oh yeah. I'm writing. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. I write. I keep forgetting. This is so common here. You folks forget. Sell first, buy back later. Trading, typing, and working. This isn't easy, says Jeff Glass. No kidding. You got to talk to your boss about getting paid time off so you can trade full time and still be paid. Good luck with that. Down 124 on the Dow. Here we go again. We're down 15 on S&P. We're down 60 on NASDAQ. You try to figure it out. This market is just whipsawing back and forth. NVIDIA 108.54, up 97 cents. Oh yeah. Germany is offering 30 paid vacation days a year. How are you guys doing? That's 6 working weeks. Not bad. Mm-mm-mm. Gathering up all my sesame seeds. So good. The number one country in the world for happiness seems to be Belgium or the Netherlands all the time. They're right up there, the Norwegians. These countries offer, I think, 6 weeks to 7 weeks paid holiday a year. Federal law.
But do they have bagels?
Do they have bagels? I think they do. But they also have chocolate, and they also have croissants.
And lots of time off.
And lots of time off to enjoy the, and a free healthcare system and a free university. That's why they seem to have happy people. I think that the happiest people in these countries are grandparents. Grandparents followed by parents, because their kids and grandkids don't come to them for university money or don't need healthcare money or get guaranteed holiday time off so that the family can get together for a 2-week vacation together somewhere where mom and dad and the kids spend a week with grandma and grandpa over here, and then they spend a week with grandma and grandpa over there, because everyone has 6 weeks off. Of course, grandparents are retired, parents are working, the kids are working or not working. The family gets together. Very important. Jeff, only get 3 weeks here after 15 years of employment. Yeah. I'll tell you this, Canada, you work the first 5 years, you get up to 2 weeks off. After 5 years, you get 3 weeks off. I know for a fact that through the 1970s and the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, employers would track how long employees had been working at their firm. And as soon as they reached 4 years, 7 or 8 months, they would find ways to get rid of people. They would make life so unbearable they would quit before the 5th year, and they would get rid of employees. They would only have employees that were there between 1 and 4.5 years, only offering 2 weeks salary, 2 weeks holiday, never paying for the 3rd week. This is a fact. I'm just a guy telling you what I see from the outside. Well, and that's what I get after working 13 years at my current job. One, 28 days. Lisa, happy people, but rubbish weather in those Nordic places. Yeah, you get 5 weeks off. Head for the Azores. Head for Mallorca. Head for the French Riviera. Head to Italy. Head south. Go warm. Get warm. At least in the winter, the sun sets around 2 to 3 p.m. up there. I hear you. Jeff, our kids, 5 years of college only cost us $120,000. So how about that? Charlie, 1 more year of service, 21 years till I get 6 weeks paid vacation every year. Charlie, I get 5 now. Cindy, Uncle Bruce, I still have Smart Rent. What happened with the company besides losing its CEO? I have no idea. JJ, 25 days here of holiday time. Yeah, Smart Rent went down yesterday, day before. It's at 68 cents. It's so frustrating. I have no idea. The Dow is down 235. This bagel didn't work. Tasted good though. Love the bagel, but the market just did not deliver. Are there anti-bagel shenanigans going on Wall Street? I wonder. Now what? How can it? No one is nowhere is safe. Nowhere. I wonder about that. Thank you all for joining me today from wherever you are. I have a feeling, though, that there are people here going, Bruce, the SoFi is down 36 cents, and I'm going to start writing these $10 cash secured puts. I'm going to write them for May or June or later in this year, right to January 26th. I'm going to take these added premiums that are just coming in. You want to sell me back? You make me want to buy? You going to make me buy SoFi at $8.50, $8.25, $8, $7.75? Oh, yeah, okay. Make me buy it down here. I dare you. I double dare you. I'll take the money. Giddy up. Savage Wall Street. Boom! Sold 10. $1 open. Was it covered calls expiring May 16 for 17 cents? I'm getting paid to average down on a company I'd buy right here. Anyways, Savage, sold 10 open cash secured puts for 17 cents expiring June, not covered calls. Cash secured puts. B-Tizzle sold 20 GameStop, $28 calls for April 17 expiry. Got a 47-cent premium. So these die in 6 days. Next Thursday, I got 47 cents for the $28 calls. Stock's at $25.37. Nice going, Henry. My GameStop 2025 October 17 expiry, $21 puts, cash secured puts. All right, so I sold $21 cash secured puts at $3.94, and I'm now buying them back. I'm offering to buy them back at $2.81. Any thoughts, Uncle Bruce? Well, these are out of the money puts. So I got this right here. As time is going by, these are shrinking. Obviously, if the shares want to go higher, they'll shrink even more. Hey, the 25.25 is where the stock is at. These are $21 puts. You got $3.94 for them. You're going to score about $1.15, 13 on them. Thank you very much. Put up 2,100, make $1.13 on them in a short period of time. Knock yourself out. Joe Oliver, they've shorted the bagels. We have no more leverage over them. That's the issue, Bruce. We got a problem here. We're down 283 now, down 315 on the Dow, down 315. S&P down 43, NASDAQ down 142, oil down 16 cents. Okay. Interesting stuff. 1011 on SoFi, 2208 on ASTS, down 106. We're down 72 on Rocket Lab. GameStop up 26 cents. MSTR, MicroStrategy up 605, 644. AI down 64. Supermicro down 92. NVIDIA is at 107.74. That's up 17 cents. Tesla down 699 right now. Palantir down 275. Costco down 1984. Coinbase down 171. Google's still up 113. Apple's down just 45 cents, but it's gone red. Broadcom 174.14. AVGO. This is the AVGO. This is the stock that our friend Austin wrote his call credit spread on. That stock has backed off from a high of 180. It got up to 180, and it's now back to 173. And he's writing those 190, 95s, something like that, 195, 200, something like that. He's up there. So the stock now is dropping, which means his contracts, they're falling off in price a little bit more. Maybe that spread of his is shrinking. He's making money. The lower the stock goes, if the stock wants to drop $10 today, his credit spread will shrink. What did he get? $1? What did he get? $1.69, $1.70 something, $170 something. Remember that? Not too bad. Nepa shabby, not too bad. Shabby, nepa shabby. We like to say in France, or do we like to say that in France? Do we say that anywhere? Shut up, Bruce. There we do that too. Okay. Oh my. Jen is shaking her head, just going, He's an idiot. Anyway, welcome all to the program. We're down 231 on the Dow, looking a little better again. Where are we at? What's going to happen? What's going to happen, Uncle Bruce? How am I going to play this? Oh, yes. Welcome to the party, pals. Thank you for joining me from around the world, wherever you are from. Thank you again, everyone, joining us today. If you want to take advantage of my 4 for 3 deal, 4 lessons for the price of 3, you want to get this deal into your hot little hands and start taking these classes this weekend and all next week. You want to get on it. What you need to do is you need to send me an email. Send me an email. Say, Uncle Bruce, I want to get 4 lessons for the price of 3. You can send $599.99 US funds via PayPal to yours truly. The details are down below in the link here, the description of this channel. You'll find the PayPal link down there. PayPal.com, Bruce Farmer, Traveling with Bruce. Send the $5.99 US over there. Send me a private email. Tell me the 4 numbers of lessons you'd like. You want 1, 2, 3, 4? You want 7, 9, 11, and 15, whichever 4 you want. You want to get 8 for the price of 6? Well, then double everything. You want to get 12 for the price of 9? Triple everything. You want to get them all? It's $150 a class, okay? Just figure it out. Anything over 4. In other words, if you want 5 classes, because you only need 5 to finish your collection, but you don't need 4 or 8, you need 5 or you need 6. If you're ordering at least 4, then just work it out at $150 a class. Send me that amount of money. So 5 classes, $750. 10 classes, $1,500. And then I'll send you the links to the numbers you wish. So you just tell me the lesson numbers. I will send you an email link with the links. And you can get going this weekend. Maybe watch 1 or 2 classes on Saturday, 1 or 2 on Sunday, get a good start on things. And then next week, maybe watch a class on Tuesday, watch a class on Thursday, then 2 more next Saturday, 2 more next Sunday, and just get on it. It's your college class, your crash course on how to write stock options in this absolute, insane, volatile, crazy market where you are taking control of your money and your life and your livelihood, and you're saying enough is enough. I am not interested in these 401k plans at work where I'm supposed to be happy getting 3 to 8% a year return. I'm only putting in 100 a week, 100 a month. The boss is putting in 50. That's 150 a month to my retirement. I mean, really? What's 150 bucks today? Jack squat is what it is. It's $1,800 a year. You want to do this for 30 years? That's $54,000 that's going in there. At 3 to 8% return, you're not retiring on diddly, okay? You are broke upon the day of retirement, because if you're counting on Social Security to make you rich, you are in dreamland. Yeah, you got to take control of your dough. You've got to get going here. Invest in yourself. Learn the option game here. Hang out with this crowd a bit. Become a member. Start writing. You'll make more money writing contracts as you learn to do it. In other words, the lessons will pay more than pay for themselves immediately. All right. I'm telling you, you have to make a return of $150 from an option write to pay for lesson number 1. The first 10 lessons, you got to make $1,500 option writing. Oh my goodness. We have viewers here who are making $5,000 every time they trade a bunch of contracts. I mean, come on. $1,500 for 10 lessons, $2,700 for all 18. If that is too much for you to put into it, how do you expect to get $100,000 a year out? Give me a break. There you go. Anyway, you have a chat with yourself. You talk to your better half. You grab the classes. You grab your husband. You grab your boyfriend. You grab your girlfriend. You grab your whatever. You grab whoever. And the two of you together watch them together, or you watch them separately, because you can rewatch the classes all you want. and pick up the knowledge between the two of you and just go at your pace. And maybe the two of you motivate each other to do this together so that you can say, all right, we're going to use $100,000 of our savings between house equity, 401k, IRA, money we have, stocks we own, and we're going to dedicate $100,000 to writing options. Let's see how it goes for 6 months, and then we'll decide from there whether we change any more. You're giving yourself a chance. You're actually giving yourself a chance to write options. And now let's see how it goes. Maybe a one-on-one with yours truly will cinch it for you. You'll take a bunch of the classes. You'll have a one-on-one with me. We'll get together for an hour and a half, and we'll go over your situation to customize your game plan for you. And perhaps you'll find that at the end of that session, which you will get a copy of, because we're on camera privately, and now you have a rerun for yourself to rewatch as many times as you want, you will say to yourselves, okay, this is how we're going to do it. Going forward, this is the way it's going to be around here. Up to you. It's all in your hands to decide where you want to go with it. Become a 1%er in the market. There really should be 20,000 people here watching right now, but there are 202 watching me right now, not 20,000. That means 1% of the number of people that really should be here are here right now. Now, by the end of this show, by tonight, by tomorrow, there will be 1,500 to 2,000 views of this show, because people do watch the show on a rerun at double the speed and whatnot. And so really, maybe there should be 40 to 50,000 people here. Maybe there should be 100,000 people watching me if they're really serious about changing their economic lives. But they don't know I exist, because I'm a niche specialty channel that is hard to watch for some people. Look at this face. You want to stare at this face for hours a day? Boy, are you desperate. Of course, a lot of you just listen to me. I understand that. I kind of commend you on that. In any event, kids, well done. Those of you who stepped up to the plate and are winning, you keep up the good work. Jen and I are really proud of you for this. There you go. We're down 114 now. Maybe we're down 80 on the Dow. Looks like we're coming back up again. Trying to figure this thing out. I don't know. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to help you make money. In the meantime, have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. And any of you want to have a one-on-one, you let me know if you'd like to do that. If you have any questions about your classes, you let me know, and we'll go from there. Thank you again, everyone, for being part of the show here. Nice to see you in the house. I want you to get richer. We have painters outside our door right now, getting ready to paint our doors. You can hear them talking, hear them scraping. We're going to let them do their thing. Jen and I will keep an eye on this market with you. Thank you all for being part of this channel and the family. Have a great weekend, everybody. Get richer today, please. And let's get you set up for a 4-day week next week, okay? In the meantime, all the best to you. I'm going to say my goodbyes in 3, 2, 1. Bye.